Sampurasun. Good day everyone and welcome to our channel. Today, I, Birgitta Anjani, will be your host for today's video. And the topic that we are going to discuss today is traditional clothes from West Java, or more precisely, traditional clothes from Sundanese custom. Nah, without any further ado, let's discuss. Talking about traditional clothing in the Sundanese or West Java areas cannot be separated from its historical aspect. Long ago, clothes in the Sundanese area were distinguished based on the social strata of the people. There are at least three groups that makes the difference. The first one is traditional clothing intended for ordinary people or even commoners. Then there is also what is used for the middle class and the highest level of society, named for the aristocracy or upper class. As for today, of course, the grouping of Sundanese traditional clothes based on the social strata in the community is no longer relevant. Because now, we are more familiar with the types and names of Sundanese traditional clothes based on their function and purpose. But even so, let's take a look at history, how the actual manifestation and explanation of Sundanese clothing in the three types of social strata groups, as mentioned earlier, complete with the names of related Sundanese traditional clothing. First, we have Bajupaksi and kebaya Sunda plus kain kebat for commoners. This traditional West Java clothing was for the common people. The outer appearance of this Sundanese outfit is very simple and easy to wear out. For men, they usually wear pants with a large size or dus, also called celana komprang or pangsi. Then for the shirt, they usually wear clothes called sawantrek. As a characteristic, they wear a sling on the chest that is worn diagonally across the shoulders. Then as footwear, they wear traditional wooden sandals or arumpa. Then for accessories, they usually added a belt, headband or logan with the barambang semplak and or hanjuang nangtung model. And for women, they usually wear a long batik cloth or sarung kebat, or it can be called the sinjang bundel as a subordinate or worn like a skirt to the calf. Then they also wear a bubur, a type of belt, a camisole, and kebaya with a batik pattern scarf. And for footwear, they wear sandal jeplik keteplek. Second, we have baju bedahan and kebaya for the middle class. The traditional clothes in the clothes that are commonly worn by the middle class socially. The difference in the appearance of this type of traditional clothing is very contrasting and clear when compared to the clothes for commoners. These clothes look neater and of course dignified. For men, they usually wear kind of white coat, which is called baju bedahan, combined with sarung, a belt, and also a headband called bengker. For women, they usually wear kebaya with various colors, combined with a headband, kain kebat as a skirt, colored belts, and scarves. And the footwear, they usually use sandal kolom gelis. Jas beludru sulam benang emas for the upper class or menak. For men, the Sundanese traditional clothes consist of a suit made from black velvet cloth. The coat is said to have been embroidered with gold thread at the ends of the sleeve. Long trousers with a similar motif with a gold coat and belt are also worn on this traditional outfit. In addition, they also use bandos as headgear, and for footwear they use black slippers. For women, they usually wear kebaya with black velvet embroidered with additional beads, and combined with kebaya with lereng motif as a skirt. And for footwear, they use slippers made of black velvet. On the strata, there are clothes that are made for formal occasions. The first one is beskap. Beskap is a type of formal shirt only for men. The Sundanese traditional dress is indeed for more formal and important occasions. Beskap has a thick texture. The color is also not folded. The colors of beskap clothes vary but are usually dark and always plain. If you look closely, there are differences in the size of the beskap pieces on the front that are not symmetrical. The aim is to anticipate the use of keris, accessories which may be quite heavy. The bottom pattern is also usually sideways. Beskap is almost always combined with jarik, which is a type of long cloth tied to cover the leg. After beskap, lastly we have traditional clothes for Sundanese bride and groom.
Pemandu acara membimbing kedua mempelai untuk melaksanakan sungkem kepada orang tua kedua belah pihak, juga kepada sesepuh yang hadir dalam upacara penting tersebut. Biasanya, acara sungkeman ini mengundang haru yang dalam, karena sejak saat itu, mempelai wanita akan terlepas dari tanggung jawab orang tuanya dan diserahkan kepada suami, baik lahir maupun batinnya.
In its function as a wedding dress, Sundanese traditional clothing also has its own characteristics that other regions do not have. For women, in general, the Sundanese traditional clothes for brides are inspired by the princess clothes in the past. On the head, most of them use kind of jewelry crown called sigar. Sigar has a meaning as a symbol of honor and wisdom. The clothes worn by the Sundanese bride are a kind of brocade kebaya in cream, yellow, etc. The jewelry accessories that are worn include a bracelet, jewel ring, and two necklaces, short and long, that are worn together. For skirts, they use kain kebat batik lereng eneng Prada. For men, they wear prang wedana open suits, whose colors are usually adjusted to the bride's kebaya, as well as the black batik cloth. As accessories, the groom wears a headband or bendo with jewel decorations. Then at the bottom, boro sarangka is also worn, which is a kind of bag or place to store keris. Although they come from the same area, each outfit has its own characteristics. For example, the accessories used in each outfit are always different. This traditional clothing can also be used not only for formal occasions, because the clothes consist of many types ranging from everyday clothes to formal clothes such as bridal clothing. This garment also consists of components that are not difficult to wear. However, nowadays, these clothes are becoming difficult to find, especially non-formal clothes. The clothes that have been mentioned above are traditional clothes that we may not know. Many traditional clothes from Sundanese that we just know the type and origin. This shows that many of us are still unfamiliar with the customs and culture of our country, especially Sundanese customs. This can be proven by the number of young people today who prefer to wear clothes from abroad because they are considered cooler and more modern, while their traditional clothes are never worn because they are considered old-fashioned. In addition, today's brides often wear foreign or international bridal clothing rather than wedding clothes from their respective customs. This can cause our cultural heritage to become extinct if this is not reduced or stopped. One way to overcome this is that we, as the young generation, must be willing and be able to preserve our culture. We should not be ashamed to introduce this culture to our neighbors or even friends who are not from Sundanese or Indonesian. The things we can do are wear traditional clothes more often than usual, customary and cultural practices to everyday life, or you can also share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this video is useful for you. Bye bye, sampurasun.